let's move on to the next topic. And the next topic today gets emailed into us from Dan Rodriguez, who writes, Alita Battle Angel has officially, speaking of which, has officially moved its release date to Valentine's Day weekend. I think it's a great idea, and other films should move off the Christmas weekend. If you were in charge, what other projects would you move? Well, I mean, come on, Dan. Everybody, I've already said ad nauseum, the film that I think that should move was Aquaman. Only because I think Aquaman stood to gain the most from moving. Like, a lot of people write to me with saying, John, why should Aquaman move? Why shouldn't one of the other films move? It's not about what the other films do. It's about doing what's best for your film. And I believed out of all those films opening in that December 21st window, out of all the films opening there, the film that would stand to gain the most from moving, I've always thought was Aquaman. They decided not to do it. Something had to give. Something had to give. Because in that 8-day window, again, you had Mary Poppins, Peter Jackson's Mortal Engine, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now we got a Deadpool movie. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. We got that new Clint Eastwood movie. We've got Bumblebee, and we've got Aquaman, and we got Holmes and Watson, which we'll also talk about here in a minute. We got Welcome to Tomorrow. We got all, and we had Alita Battle Angel. It was just too much. I thought Aquaman should have moved because Aquaman stood to gain the most, I believe. But somebody finally got their head on straight. Somebody started to think clearly. And it wasn't the guys at Disney, and it wasn't the guy at Warner Brothers. It was the guys at Fox that got their heads on straight and said, you know what? You guys want to fight this out? Go for it. We're going to go make more money. You guys have your big dick swinging competition. You guys go do that. We're just going to go make more money. How's that? I'm not saying that Alita Battle Angel is going to make more money than those other films, but they're definitely going to make more money moving to February than they would have made opening in that Death Valley window around the December 21st weekend. So who would have thought that the smartest guy in the room wasn't going to be Disney and wasn't going to be Warner Brothers? It was going to be Fox. They go, yeah, you know what? We're going to move because we're going to make more money for us if we move. So they moved. Look, it was a great move. It was a very smart move. A move they probably should have announced even sooner. But getting out of that window, put onto the February 14th date, ensures that Alita... Look, it doesn't ensure that Alita Battle Angel is going to be a hit. Don't misinterpret me. Don't misquote me. But I'll tell you what, whatever amount of money this movie makes on that February 14th weekend, I'm going to tell you right now, it's more money than it would have made if it opened on December 21st. Of that, I have no doubt. Now, whether this movie makes $100 million, $300 million, $800 million, I still have no idea. All I know is that this movie is going to make more money than it would have on December 21st. And on that level, it was a really good move. Yes, it meant by moving to February 14th, it necessitated moving X-Men Dark Phoenix, but hey, if that's what you got to do for business, that's what you got to do for business, and that's fine. Now, I still don't know what to expect out of this movie, to be honest with you. I thought the first trailer sucked. I don't think Robert Rodriguez is on a very good hot streak as far as the films that he's producing has to say. But on the other hand, the second trailer for this movie I thought was quite phenomenal. It really was. I was not impressed with the first trailer. Second trailer got me on board. So I don't know what to expect from this movie anymore, but moving it to February was a very, very good move on their part. All right, let's move on to the third.